In a way, I feel that everyone in my family has been involved forever, in their entire lives, because of the commitment to that's required. So, growing up with my father, being involved in the business and what he put into it, it's tremendous, a tremendous commitment. And he's the hardest worker I've ever known, ever seen, bar none.
I always enjoyed it. From the time I was 13. When I was younger, peeling potatoes wasn't my thing. But from the time I was 13, I just enjoyed the people. I enjoyed the processes. I enjoyed the food, and I always thought, I'd like to give it a try.
We've just always had the restaurant. I started working when I was 14. I was going to just work the summer, but then when the summer ended, I quit. I said, I'm going back to school. Well, then the owner's son, and he said, why don't you come back to work? And I said, oh, I can't do that. I have to go to school. And my stepmother speaks up and says, yes, she can. She can work after school. And he said, sure. Said, you can just come when you get there. If it's 4 o'clock, that's fine.
I grew up with breakfast and lunch and dinner, 20 hours a day at the Savoy downtown. But my mom and I decided that we didn't want, we had families. We didn't want to, we wanted time to spend time with our families. And that's why we ended up closing on Sunday at the time. There was just my mom and me working with our employees.
I'm passionate about our employees, and if we're able to provide a service to them that nourishes them and that they're willing to accept, and oftentimes we have tremendous customers that are huge fans of Savoy. If you see that in them and you hear the stories that people tell, sometimes over 3 or 4 generations of coming to this business, it's not hard to have a fire burn within you and to develop a passion for what it is you're doing, because you see other people that are passionate about it, and if you're not passionate, we're not going to keep these standards what they have been over time. So the passion's both a necessary thing, but it also comes rather easily, just due to the life that we've had as a restaurant family.
Months going over our menu, trying to figure out how we can improve everything that we have on it. What can we do? We spent 2 months on a hamburger bun trying to get it to where we wanted it, just to make it better, and the French fries, how to make them better.
There's well over 100 items made from scratch. In order to do that consistently, there's a lot that we've had to invest in processes and people, and to achieve that. Certainly would be easier not to make things from scratch. The reason that we do is because we believe that the items that we make from scratch are better than what we can buy from someone else. So we take on that added burden to have control over the quality of the product that we ultimately serve our customers.
We thought we were just about our 95th, 96th year, and then Evan found that, in fact, my grandfather had opened his first restaurant in 1918, according to some facts at the library.
We have recently discovered that we're in our 100th year, which is an interesting story in and of itself. We had recently celebrated in 2015 what we thought to be our 90th anniversary, and had a customer come to us that has a hobby of collecting local directories, and he indicated that we may be a little older than the 90 years. And so we started doing some research locally with the library and that sort of thing, and determined that we date back to 1918, and that my great-grandfather, Nick Calamus, had his first restaurant, the Frisco Cafe, at 16 South Boston, as early as 1918.
Well, at that time, I was just a waitress. And of course, they would leave me there sometime by myself, and then I'd have to cook steaks on the grill or just do whatever needed to be done. And I never told them I couldn't do anything, I just did it.
So when I look at the future and where we are at 100 years, I think about how we can continue what we're doing without compromising the standards that we've become known for. And I just think about being a good steward and trying to make Savoy a better place. And that's a hard thing to do, because I don't say that to criticize any of the individuals that have preceded me in this progression, but yeah, there's a lot to be taken care of.
The first day that we opened, where we are now, we didn't expect to be, really busy, because we'd been closed for a whole year. That first day, we closed up. Well, that lady told me, said, if you close, you'll lose all your business. I said, well, it was a pit down there. And so I said, well, we're going to close. That's okay, we'll worry about that. But, so we did. We closed, and the whole family was down there working all week, day and night. We were on there early in the morning until late in the evening. I think we have the best customers in the world.